Set to get it going, and we are underway. The southpaw Diaz. White trunks for the Canadian Rory McDonald. Brown trunks for Diaz. McDonald and Carlos Condit had a great battle in Vancouver last year.
Rory likes that front kick to the face. Used it against Carlos Condit. Look for it right there. Bit of a feeling out process right now as they try to gauge each other's timing.
Both men very long and lean, very similar body types, so finding that range will be important for both fighters early, Joe, finding their comfort level and their comfort zone.
And Nate Diaz is a specialist in the boxing area when it comes to stand-up, but doesn't really throw a lot of kicks. For Rory, I think one of the keys to his success in the stand-up is to throw kicks, is to mix things up, and to be unpredictable as far as his attack on the feet. Nate's very good with his boxing. We saw him outbox Marcus Davis, who is a former professional boxer and has outstanding hands.
Yeah, he really picked Marcus apart, and you know the way they do that Stockton slap almost with the boxing, but the accumulation that the Diaz brothers will put on their opponent is huge.
Yeah, it's volume of punches and not all of them thrown at a high speed or at a high intensity. It's really weird. And for a lot of guys, it throws them off because they mix it off with full power shots. They'll throw like 3 or 4 50%ers and then one haymaker.
Very strong MMA boxing style that the Diaz brothers utilize, oftentimes to victory, different than just a pure boxing mode.
Yeah, it's very different, and there's not a whole lot of people who've ever seen it before. Look at that. Rory's got his back here. He's got over-under. But Nate defends, and they're back up to their feet.
Nate, very tough to submit. Very solid ground skills. Just about to the midway point of round number 1. Looking for that head kick. McDonald, 10-1 in his MMA career.
Superman punch. Nice jab.
Won the King of the Cage Canadian Lightweight Championship, Joe, at the age of 18. Then the World Lightweight Championship at just 19 years old. Quick kick to the lead leg of Diaz.
There's that front kick again. As I said, Rory is mixing up his attack. He's throwing all kinds of stuff. Punches, kicks, whereas Nate mostly just punches.
Looked for that counter right a moment ago.
There's a kick from Nate.
He loves to lead with that right hand, just kind of parrying that jab and keeping the distance. Looking for the takedown, McDonald. Trying to improve his hand position as Diaz.
Rory's doing a really good job of defending the pummel, keeping his right arm very tight to his body, stopping the underhook of Nate Diaz. It shows that he's really been working on the Greco-Roman aspect of his game.
Great styles possessed by both these fighters.
There again, that front kick. He loves to throw that.
Nice combination by Diaz. Started with the body, finished with the head.
Nate's having a hard time gauging the timing, and it's because Rory's throwing so many different things.
Ducks under and wants the single.
And Rory defends. Nate's going for the double here, trying to get his arms together, switches to a single. Rory defends. Excellent defense by Rory McDonald.
Nate Diaz is always one to try to find a way to win a fight and finish a fight. Good right hand by McDonald after the knee to the body. Final seconds of the round.
and the taunts of "come on, bitch" have already started from Nate Diaz.
You ready? You ready? Let's get it on.
Nice switch from the left to the right by MacDonald. Double underhooks by Rori. And he's got Nate pressed up against the cage here.
Nate was really coming on strong at the end of his fight against Dong Young Kim. And with Nate Diaz's approach to fighting, oftentimes it's the old adage, I didn't really lose, I just ran out of time. Because they're always looking to do damage to their opponent. MacDonald has controlled most of the pace thus far, though.
Well, what MacDonald has done, as I said, is mix up his attacks and make himself much more unpredictable than Nate.
The reach of MacDonald has been utilized very well so far, too. He really turns that shoulder, Joe, and extends the right hand. And that right hand is on a laser. Looking to trip up Diaz.
Oh, nicely done by picking up that left leg. But he has an outstanding guard. And if the fight winds up on the ground, Nate does not hate being in the bottom position.
Nate makes his way back to the feet. Just slipped that right hand to MacDonald.
Again, brilliant. But he's wrapped up in full guard now by Nate. Let's see if Nate can get anything going off his back.
Made his welterweight debut, as Joe mentioned, against Rory Markham.
Nice punch on the way up as well.
Won that as well as his welterweight fight against Marcus Davis. Diaz,
nice straight left by Nate.
That straight left, effective in the southpaw against the traditional stance fighter. Just stays busy in this position, does Diaz.
Yeah, good close left hands there. He knows he's got to turn up the pace here against Rory. Oh, there he connected.
Single, not for long though. Two young and talented fighters. Nate Diaz fighting in the octagon for the 13th time in his career. Throwing that right shoulder into the jaw of MacDonald.
There's it again. Oh, nice trip.
Right back up though is Rory. Good
nice
lead
combination.
left. And again with the right hand. He's just got such perfect form when he throws that right. In the pocket and he fires it straight at his target. Uppercut connects.
Nate landed a nice right hand in there, Mike.
Under a minute left in round two, again with that shoulder.
Drops down, instantly defended by Rory. Nice knee on the exchange on the break.
Flying knee by the Canadian. From Kelowna, British Columbia.
There's another nice right hand by Nate.
Captures that leg again.
Looks for a Kimura there.
Final seconds of the round, Joe.
Nice combination.
Really hops into that kick, too, adding extra power and whip. Man, when you watch him fight, it's hard to believe he's only 21.
And there we see a takedown from the first round. And there's another one. And here's another takedown, second round.
Third and final round. MacDonald looking to knock off the Ultimate Fighter Season 5 winner. Many argue he's 7 seconds away from still being unbeaten in his MMA career, but MacDonald gives a ton of credit to Carlos Condit in that great back-and-forth battle that was Fight of the Night in Vancouver. Rory's upped his training, as I mentioned, and throws the kick. A lot of Superman punches being thrown by MacDonald.
Well, he throws that Superman jab as well that George St. Pierre is famous for, and he follows it up with the right kick.
They love that in TriStar. Looking to take him down.
Nate drops down, tries to get a hold of an ankle, winds up on his back. Rory's on top of him.
Rory trying to throw that knee.
Rory's got Nate's back. Nate might dive under for a leg though, Mike. Note that he's looking for that leg.
Oh, takes him for a big
Huge slam.
And big punches by MacDonald. And he throws him around. Wow! How good was that? Not once, but twice.
He's trying to pass the guard. He's moving towards Nate's left side. He's looking for an arm triangle. Nate defends.
That's the energy and exuberance of a 21-year-old. And this crowd loves it. Gotta always be cautious of the up kick.
And Nate again looked for an ankle.
Right hand and another.
Oh, tagged him.
Again, pushing the pace. And again! He's throwing Diaz all over the octagon. Unbelievable strength being displayed by MacDonald.
Strength and technique, perfect technique.
I don't know if I remember, Joe, somebody being thrown around 3 times in that style in one fight.
3 suplexes in a row? No, I don't remember it. Roy's got double underhooks here.
And as you pointed out, great technique being utilized. And the thing about MacDonald, he's the new breed of mixed martial artist. The kid who, when he first walked into the gym, worked on every single discipline that is needed to be successful in the UFC.
Yeah, that's the future. Beautiful stuffing of the takedown. Big punches.
And an elbow.
And immediately got out of that guard. Oh, he's going flying again. And Nate recognized that and popped out of it. He didn't want to get caught in the cradle. And Nate has got to know he's losing this round rather very badly. He's trying to make something happen, but
slipped right out of his grip. And now it's MacDonald on top. Looking for his own elbow to land. seconds remains in this fight.
For Nate Diaz, he's got to make something dramatic happen here, Mike.
There's the attempted lethal up kick, but MacDonald in full control. A big knee, a flurry towards the finish. Diaz wants to try to throw the home run pitch. He runs out of time.
It's so loud in here, I couldn't hear that bell at all. Really another level in his performance. One suplex after another. And here's another one. Belly to back over and over again. And a third. Slammed him right on his head on that one.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score this contest 30-26, 30-27, and 30-26, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Rory, the Water Boy MacDonald.